Welcome to my second video on brioche crochet, my new passion. I hope you liked my first video where I've shown you how to do the basic stitch, one of the basic stitches of brioche crochet, that is to say the so-called slip half double crochet. And I've shown you how to work the first row, pulling up stitches from the beginning chain from its back bars. And now I would like to show you new important things. So here, as I said, in my swatch, I would like to insert it in a project of mine that's almost finished. I've worked, as I said, a first row of 20 stitches. And then in the forward pass, because as I told you, brioche crochet is mainly worked in rows of forward and return passes. So as I said, the return passes are usually worked in the same number of stitches as the forward pass, and the forward pass is the one where we change the number of stitches. So here I've worked 20 stitches in the forward pass, as I said, and 20 stitches in return. Then I chained one here as well. You usually chain one as in regular crochet in order to turn your work. And I've worked only 18 stitches, leaving 2 stitches unworked in my first row. And then I made a return pass of 18 stitches. And this is how I proceeded, leaving out 2 stitches row after row. Now I'm talking of rows as a forward pass plus return pass. Okay. Okay, so I've landed here where I made my last rows of 10 stitches. And now I would like to show you how to create this lovely leafy row, working on the sides of this ladder, so to speak, of this diagonal, with the so-called joining stitch. That's not difficult once you learn it, but it's maybe the trickiest part of brioche crochet, but once you learn it, it's not so difficult. So here I am starting my row, working 10 stitches in brioche crochet. So I've chained one at the end of the return pass. Now I will start with the first stitch by yarning over. You remember, inserting the hook in the back loop only, in the back bar only of the first stitch. So this is the first stitch where you see this V here. So we need to insert the hook here, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2. I will show you my method. So I turn and pull through. I find this second method easier for me to do and faster, quicker. But everyone does it in the way they prefer. Okay. Here I have 9 and 10. This time I'm not leaving any stitches unworked. So first of all, in order to make the joining stitch, we need to have a height of 2 rows in order to be able to form it. Okay, so now we are going to make a stitch that joins this row with this here. Okay, so let's look at the side of this part here. Okay, so once you recognize where your row is on the back of your work, the row underneath is this one. Can you see this vertical bar here? And can you see this vertical bar here, which is supposed to be the chain we did previously? So once you recognize these 2 bars, you are okay. So we insert the hook in the chain of previous row below, the one that's right adjacent to the vertical bar that closes this row on the back here, because brioche crochet is reversible. So we insert the hook here and here on this vertical bar that closes the row. So I do it like so, and I form this kind of swallow, the bird, you know, when we drew it as children, that forms a cross on front. Okay, so, and you can also see that it somehow creates a V here, the swallow I called it, that sort of continues the back row here. Can you see it? Then we take our yarn, we bring it and place it to the front, letting it go on the hook right between the first loop on the hook and our cross here. We keep it in place with our finger, then we bring it to the back again, always keeping in place this the yarn that's in the middle. Now we insert the hook in the back loop of our next stitch. That's the first of the two we have left unworked in the rows below. So here, always in the back loop. Now we yarn over and we pull through this back loop, and then we need to pull it through all of these loops here. So in order to do so, I change the finger that holds in place my yarns, and I pull through like this, which is really easy. You tug a little and you have created the first stitch, the first joining stitch that joins the last row with the previous one, okay, and goes a little bit, how shall I say, it curves, okay. So this is how it looks on the right, and this is how it looks on the back. You see, we are sort of joining two rows together here. This is how we will proceed. On this row here, where we have landed, we still have one stitch, the last one, left unworked, and on this we will work a slip half double crochet, our main stitch. Okay, now it's time to make another joining stitch here that unites this row with this row, and also on the back this row with this row. So once again, take a look at your piece and recognize where you need to insert your hook. So if you look at your piece from the back, these are the two bars I need. This is the one that closes the row here, and this is the chain one of previous row. So I insert my hook here and here from the back, thus creating first of all my V here that continues the line of V's of my row on the back. I have a cross in front, so now I take my yarn, position it on the hook in the middle of these two, hold it in place with my finger. Now I bring the yarn to the back again. Now, where is my next stitch? It is here. This is the back loop, so I insert my hook there. I yarn over, pull through that back loop and the rest of the loops together, and in order to do so, I personally prefer to change the finger that holds in place all of my loops and go through. Very simply, tug a little, and here I have created my joining stitch. Okay, and this is how it looks on the back. Once again, I have here another loose stitch to work. and I will do so with my slip half double crochet in the back loop. Now another joining stitch. Once again, look at your piece, see the back of it. This is one bar I need to work into, and this is the adjacent one. So I go and insert my hook here, and then I grab the other bar from the back like so, and I have created my V and my cross in front. Now I take my yarn again, position it in the middle of those two, hold it in place, and I go look for my next stitch, see where the back loop is, insert my hook there, yarn over, pull through all of these together. Okay, see how this line, this curved line is forming. Okay, now another slip half double crochet next stitch here. Another joining stitch. Now once you get the hand of it, you no longer need to do and look at the back of your piece, because you are able with practice to recognize where you need to insert your hook. So in this case I can see my tiny swallow here, and so I form my stitch, place the yarn in the middle, hold it in place, and pull through all of those loops together. Now another slip half double crochet next stitch, another joining stitch. So we basically have 3 bars here, 1, 2, and 3, and we need the first 2 ones. So and so, then position the yarn, take it to the back again, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through all of them together, tug a little, and now I have my last joining stitch here that is going to join my first row here with the chain I have here. So once again I turn it, recognize my 2, one is here, bars, and now I am going to insert the hook in the back bar of my beginning chain, yarn over, pull through that one chain and all of the loops together. Okay, and here I can continue, okay, according to the pattern I'm following. So here I have created my piece, my line, my joined line. These are all short rows, by the way. Okay, okay, this is how it looks on the back. It is completely reversible, as you can see. And now you can proceed with the project. You can continue and then go back and work on these side stitches in a way, always working in the back loop and continuing the design you're making in the pattern. So I have already finished my brioche crochet project of a vest in gray. Maybe you have seen it in my social media on my Instagram. I am really proud of that. I have made a design in the middle that is worked with many pieces in interlocking brioche and short rows. So once I write the pattern, I will post it here and link it to this video tutorial so that you can give it a try as well, and you can then tell me how you like it, how you succeeded and everything. This is it for today. I'll be back with new videos in Tunisian crochet and in brioche crochet very soon. So keep watching. Bye bye.